Christian, great to talk to you today. I've been to your hometown of Middelfart.
Yeah.
And it's a very picturesque, modest place in the middle of Denmark, Funen.
Yeah.
My question is, how did coming from there shape you for a career in football?
Good questions to start with. How did it shape me? It probably made me, I wouldn't say mature, but modest in a way of you can be good at football, but you still need to work very hard to achieve anything. And at the same time, my family is very much not over exaggerating, so it's always not much up and down, just one line. If it's good or bad, but always do your best. And I think that shaped me, and then also I think I had a bit of a football talent that I got pushed from my father a few times when he was shouting. That also helped me later on, yeah.
I was told that you used to talk to the ball when you were dribbling with it sometimes. At what age did that stop?
I can't remember myself talking to the ball. I can remember a lot of stuff with the ball, but not the talking. But no, I don't think. Maybe that was from school. Maybe it was a teacher at school who told me that. Maybe.
When it comes to your roots, I was speaking to your old teacher, Kim Frank Peterson,
yeah.
And he was saying that when he was having a tough time, when he'd been diagnosed with cancer, which he's thankfully recovered from now, he said that you made the time to contact him the day before a Denmark-Serbia game.
Yep.
Why are roots so important to you?
I think it's just part of where you're from. That's what we started with, how it shaped you. And obviously I've not spoken much to Kim, but when I heard he was sick, and then obviously it was a bit sad to hear, but luckily he's out of it. And Middelfart is not that big. It's a small town. Everyone knows everyone, so there's always a connection somewhere. But yeah, I think it's just a bit of a nice touch, I think, to make him feel a bit better.
And you speak about being from a modest place. How is that for you to navigate the world of football, which seems to more and more reward louder, flashy, macho characters, and for you to just still be yourself?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it has changed compared to even when I came through to what it is now. It is a bit more show me, because I think the more money is involved, the more image right deals, the more sponsor deals are always not really as a team. They're more or less like a one-off, so they always want the person now because he's the guy making or selling the shirts and making the money. So I do think it's being even more individualized and being more as a PR than it was before. And yeah, it's also, of course, I think you're going to win a lot of footballers. You're also going to lose and forget a lot of footballers because they don't get the same PR, the same media attention, which I think, of course, sometimes it's sad to see that some players are really good players that you forget about them because they didn't get the same PR.
How is it for you when you have had this star tag? How is it for you to resist all those trappings that come along?
I think it's probably obviously I've been in the game for a long time. I've seen a lot of stuff going on. I've also said yes to a lot of stuff, but also said no to a lot of stuff. And it depends on the person. I mean, it's also what you want to do, how you want to see yourself, how much you want to get out there as a football or as a image or whatever. But yeah, I think for me, it just where I came from, where we started with the first question, came from the modesty, and my family and my friends always been like, keep the feet on the ground and then show the world how you can play football and nothing else really.
And so now to Wolfsburg.
Yes.
What made you want to come here? Because to some people it may not have been the obvious step.
But that's okay to surprise people sometimes. But no, I think my feeling was after the conversation with the first PC and then after with the manager and Sebastian, the sports director, which direction are they going as a club? How do they see me as a player? That just really intrigued me to see what can we do and how can I play? How do I fit into the team? And also at the same time trying the German league. So that would be fun. So I'm looking forward to that bit.
What elements intrigue you about Wolfsburg?
Yeah, no, I think just obviously the feeling the manager gave towards how he wants to play football, and then obviously I think playing in the German league.
When it comes to what success is for this club, it's been a while that they've tasted, I'd say, the success that you would expect Wolfsburg to be competing for.
Yeah.
How do you define that?
Yeah, no, I do think obviously you follow Wolfsburg as a club is a big name, and it also has, like you said, a big tradition in the club. But it has been ups and downs for the last few seasons, and yeah, hopefully with everyone here and also myself being here, obviously trying to help stabilize that bit and have a successful year, and then obviously see how far that can take us. But yeah, no, of course it's going to be a ride that's going to go up and down also with a new manager. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the challenge.
You've experienced a lot in your career. Your last club, Manchester United, you joined them at a time which was difficult for the club. You had to experience some highs and lows there. How do you reflect on your time at the club?
No, I think personally I had a great time being at United. I think before I obviously first came to Brentford, back to football, and then after get the chance to play at United was a massive thing. And I also think I proved myself as the football at United. So no, I think I had a really great time. My family loved it there. I'm sure we still have a lot of friends from our time there. And yeah, at the club, I had a good time. It was a strange time because there's a lot of stuff going on at United, and the focus and the perception of the club from the outside world is a bit different sometimes to how it really is at the club. But I think it's some lovely people at the club who are really working hard and trying their best. But yeah, it doesn't always go in that way.
How does that perception change for the club going forward? What do they need to do to get back to where they feel they belong?
I don't know. It probably depends who you ask. I mean, if you ask a fan, yeah, they want to be back to winning the league every year for the next 20 years like they did. And obviously that, I think, in this time of football is almost impossible to do that. With so many other clubs having that many good players around is tough. So no, I think obviously they want to get back to, I think, being stable as a top club, not being anywhere around there, but obviously even being there, winning the FA Cup and the Carabao in the last 2 seasons is something that any other club would be very proud of to have done. And then there's also the size and the image and the feeling at United is like it's not good enough. But yeah, I think hopefully that will change, that they build something that even the Carabao is a small thing, but at the moment is a big thing.
That must be weird just as a player to deal with. When you're growing up, you think winning trophies, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I know that you were on the bench in one of those finals and were out injured for the other.
Yeah.
But still, like, it must be weird to feel, hang on, this is not good enough, despite the fact we're winning stuff.
Yeah. No, it is. It is very, very different. But that's just United. I mean, it's just the pressure they put on themselves, and they get the pressure they get from the outside, from former players who's always having a strong opinion about the club and always saying stuff. So I think the perception is like it always needs to be better. There's nothing that's good enough unless you win the league. And I get that point, but at the same time, I think where you were and how it was going in the league or whatever, and also last season we were still in the Europa League final. It's not like nothing was close, but it's always they always have to be better, which is also good. It also means, you're pushing yourself to the limit every time because you have to. But yeah, I think at the same time you have to be a bit realistic.
But particularly competing with, I guess, the shadow of the former players always giving an opinion, that can't be easy.
No, of course not. I think it's. I think there's at the same time you see how big the club is, how much people want to be involved with the club, even on the media attention. I think even now we're speaking about United here. I mean, it's just the power of the club. But no, obviously the more opinionated and more feelings towards the club and negative, the tougher it is, because the fans obviously follow the heroes on the TV, and it doesn't help the players at the club currently. But at the same time, when you're United, I mean, also as a footballer, there's always someone who has an opinion on one or the other, but you're just playing football. So you try to focus on that bit, and I think United we were good at that. Everyone is really at the club is focused on the game itself and not so much what people are saying.
Final question on United. Ruben Amorim.
Yeah.
What's he like?
Yeah, no, he's obviously came in at to change a bit compared to what Ten Hag did before, to change that style of play, to see the players and stuff. But as a person, he's a good guy, very honest guy. Really wants the team to work hard and do the best bits they can. But yeah, obviously the results haven't really gone his way since.
I want to put you in a dream scenario.
Yeah.
You are the coach of your dream five-a-side team.
Yes.
You're allowed to pick players that you have played with.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
I feel like every time I get asked this question, I pick new players. So I have to pick new players again now for this five-a-side. Who are the best players? I mean, it's always like in your mind, a club comes up and then you think, oh, these are the best players. Well, we're going for top. So what are we saying? Best five-a-side?
Best five-a-side team. Who's in goal?
In goal, I've done a lot of keepers. I'll change again. Now let's say in goal we'll go De Gea.
Okay.
Then we'll go as a defender. We will go. Well, how far are we going back? Let's say defender. We will go Daniel Akker.
Okay.
Then we will go midfielder.
So only one defender.
Yeah,
I like
offensive
that.
team.
Yeah.
Midfielder, we will go. I have to put Moussa Dembele in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I never saw him lose the ball.
No, exactly. That's why he's best in five-a-side.
Right.
I think I'll play him in five-a-side. Then another midfielder or striker. Striker. Obviously, when you played with Cristiano, you probably have to put him in at some point. So I'll put him in this time. So it'll be Cristiano and Harry Kane as the strikers. And then we take another midfielder.
I think you're at 5.
That's 5.
I think you're at
That's
5.
5.
Yeah. But I mean, if you wanted a bench.
That's 5.
Yeah.
No, we do bench.
Yeah.
5. 1-1-1-2. Yeah.
It's a good formation.
Yeah.
And just as well, just on Wolfsburg, the World Cup next year with Denmark, is that must be part of the motivation here as well?
Yes, very much. I think it's also one of the, obviously the aims for still wanting to compete at the highest level possible, and be in the best shape as possible, and obviously the first try to help your national team qualify for the World Cup, but then obviously playing in it would also be very special, yes.
Last thing, when I spoke to Kim Frank Peterson, I asked him what is the thing you think that Christian should be most proud of?
Yeah.
And he said, the person that you are.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you to hear that from someone who knows you from when you were yay high?
No, I appreciate the kind and nice words. I mean, I've seen Kip work a lot in school when I was there, always on the, obviously, as a sports teacher and doing a lot of work. I know how hard he's worked, and everyone at where I grew up, and a lot of people obviously work. But I know I really appreciate it. Yeah, he's seen it all from a distance, I think, on my behalf. But I think it's good to be remembered as a person, not only as a footballer or whatever, but as a nice guy, which is a good feeling.
Christian, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.